What's up, guys, and welcome back to Warcry Games. So I'm about to relocate to Italy for work, and I thought it would be fun to compile a video of my Japanese video game pickups. Just over my last 4 years here, I procured a number of N64, Super Nintendo games, Switch games, some consoles, stuff like that. And I just wanted to revisit it and just showcase, hey, this is what I got during my time here in Japan. There's a ton of small secondhand shops in Japan you can find retro games at. There's Book Off, Hard Off. In Akihabara, there's a store that everybody has to go to. It's called Super Potato. It's pretty much like a pilgrimage. If you come here, you're really into games, you have to at least go to one quick store. You can make it through that store in 30 minutes or just take your time there, soak it all in, get that nostalgia fix in. But also, there's another well-known one that's a little bit away from the touristy spot in Nakano Broadway in Shinjuku. Strongly recommend that. Don't just go straight down the Broadway. I think it's like 4 levels, 4 floors or so. Start going up and checking out some of those stores. That's where I got some of these other games too. But aside from that, my general rule of thumb whenever I was about to go buy a game was that it had to have some sort of sentimental value to me, because I never learned Japanese. The whole time I was here, I never learned it. So if I were to boot up a role-playing game that's in Japanese, it's lost on me. So I'd had to have some sort of sentimental value to it, a series I really loved, or just something that resonated with me, and so I just picked it up for my collection. In these stores, they typically come boxed, not like original box, not original wrapping that's around it. The store itself will do that, but it just looks really good for your collection. And that's it. I just want to show off some of the stuff I got. Starting off a little bit old school, got Tetris for the NES. So a lot of these also I got because they were super cheap. This was about $3 or $4. Box copy of Tetris on the NES, classical game. Moving up a generation, check out some of my favorite games of all time. Donkey Kong Country 1. Cool box art with it. Most of these come with manuals inside as well. Donkey Kong Country 2. And of course, Donkey Kong Country 3. Some more Super Nintendo games. Super Mario Kart, can't go wrong with that. And then I found a box copy of Chrono Trigger. I think I got this one at Super Potato. I could be wrong. But this copy was only 891 yen, so it's like maybe $7 or so for the Super Famicom. Really, really good. Loved this game, by the way. Didn't play that until maybe 5 years ago. Still holds up really well. Still kind of the same generation-ish. Next generation, whatever the console handle was. Golden Sun. Loved this game for Game Boy Advance. I still have my original games, Golden Sun 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance, so now I have a Japanese copy of it. And then N64 titles, so we'll go with loose cartridges. I've got 5 here. First couple are a little confusing just because there's a difference in how they were released in America versus Japan. This is Pokemon Stadium 1. Never came out in the US, so this is just a Japanese only copy. And then Pokemon Stadium 2, Aqua Monsters 2, whatever they called it there. But this was Pokemon Stadium 1 in the US. And then Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver for Pokemon Stadium. Choose some Yoshi's Story, different box art than the US cover. And I got Mario Party 2. Really good memories playing this game. All of those loose copies were like $1 to $2 book offs. You can find pretty easy. These are a little bit more expensive if you wanted the boxed versions. Got Mario Kart 64. And my favorite game on the N64, along with everybody else's, is Ocarina of Time. Different box art, looks awesome. My prized possessions coming out of Japan with. really glad to have found that and picked it up. I think these were closer to like $25 to $30 a piece. In that same vein, let's stick with N64. Got a Japanese version N64, but modified to play US version games. And if you guys didn't know, just to modify that, you just have to peel out the piece of plastic that's inside the cartridge holder. I think for Japanese style games, the cartridge holder places right here on the kind of inside, but on the US model ones, which I don't have immediately ready, is closer to the outside here. So if you just kind of cut out that piece or take it out and put like a new insert in, it can play both versions of US or Japanese version games. And then for a more recent title, Astral Chain, I've streamed this on the channel. It was my last full Let's Play. I forgot how many parts, like 38 or 39 different Let's Play episodes, but holds good memories for me. Good pickup. It's a collector's edition. Just got this a couple weeks ago at Nakano Broadway. It's got like a sound selection and like an art book inside there, along with a copy of the game. Really awesome. Aside from that, two other small pickups. I also created a video for this, but Hashimoto 84. So it's that secret Nintendo cafe that you have to get invited to. You have to kind of seek out the website. Once you discover the website, submit the online reservation form. They'll invite you to come during the time slot that you selected, if it's available during then. They give this little passport to you showing that you went, and they'll stamp it during visits. I only went one time, but I thought it was really, really cool. Got to meet somebody who was part of the development team of the original Pokemon games, and just a really interesting individual. I had to do Google Translate the whole time just to get my messages across, but spent an hour or two there. Definitely worth it. Last thing, which coming stateside soon, I believe in 2023, but got to go to Super Nintendo World in Osaka at Universal Studios in Japan. Just went there about a month ago. Whole family went out there for a trip. Got the Mario bracelet, partaked in all the different rides. We did the express pass just to guarantee us entry into Super Nintendo World, and then just to kind of avoid the lines a little bit. But so it also works as an amiibo. Use that in game for certain select games that actually offer it. But during your time in Super Mario World, you can also just hit it up against the little blocks that are inside there. A ton of fun, a lot of fun. That's it for video game pickups and the console. Aside from that, I was lucky enough while I was over here to pick up PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. It was just made a little bit more available locally. Picked up a Oculus Quest 2 online through Amazon, US Amazon, and it shipped here. It just took forever to get here. And then got a new PC build. So really, really much needed upgrade. It was about 7 or 8 years since my last one. i7 12700KF. GPU is a RTX 3080. I've got a couple 1TB NVMe drives plus a solid state drive inside there, just a 2.5 inch. Yeah, and that has been my full video game pickup over the course of 4 years here spent in Japan. So not too much, not too crazy. There was many times I wanted to pick up a couple more titles, but I had to just sit there and ask myself, like, do I really want this? Do I want this sitting on my shelf? Because I won't just put a game that's on there that I didn't buy initially, US model version, or doesn't hold some sort of sentimental value to me, because it's really, most of these are just going to sit on the shelf and look pretty. Part of my collection, you know how it goes. But let me know your thoughts. Are you planning to come to Japan yourself? Do you have any questions or comments or requests for just different recommendations for places to go, things to see? Let me know, and take care.